But now, Ed, we spoke about this earlier, about the great work that Essendon Royals are doing. We often hear how crisis can often create opportunity. And when faced with a pandemic, Essendon got on the front foot and created something which not only involves all members of their community, but has kept them active as well. And Vaughan Coveny and Jess Gallo join us from the club. Guys, welcome to FNR.
Thanks for having us.
Vaughan, tell us about this new online program that the club launched using Zoom to keep all members active.
Yeah, so first of all, we set up an online training portal for our members, and that got some really positive feedback from all our players, men and women. And then we decided that weekly sessions would set up with online training via Zoom. And, we've been having 40 plus players registering online, and it's been really successful. And I think it's a great initiative by the whole club.
Well, tell us a little bit about what the dynamic is like when you're kind of switching over from in-person training where you're building chemistry, you're building that team camaraderie, to a virtual setup. How are you keeping that team chemistry and building everything while you're still doing it in virtual?
Yeah, look, it's great because it keeps all the players connected. I mean, they see each other on the Zoom meetings. It's obviously not the same, but it's a basic session. We have a ball and 4 cones, and we have normally one of the coaches. Normally, someone's demonstrating the exercises. So it goes on for a good half an hour to 35 minutes, and I just think it's just great for the time that we're in at the moment with COVID and everything that's surrounded with that. Just giving the kids an extra tool to be able to exercise and do something at home.
And Jess, not only has this kept everyone active, but it's united the community during the pandemic. How pleasing has that been to be able to see everyone's faces and having everyone together?
Oh, it's amazing. I think it's really important, especially for the kids and their mental health and being able to see each other. I know for me, being able to see other people, even if it's on a computer, it kind of connects you as a community. And I think it's really important that we don't lose what we are as a club. So we are a family, and it's nice to feel that and let the kids still feel like they're part of it.
And what kind of drills and activities are being presented? We know that kids might have different backyards and set up. So what kind of things are being instructed?
Yeah, so we've twice a week we've been having football sessions, basically focusing on ball mastery. So just in a small area, it can be done in a garage, it can be done in a bedroom, it just can be done outside. So those things we've been really focusing on ball mastery. Plus, we've also had a strength and conditioning session. That's been good as well. The kids have really loved that. So there's been a lot of exercises and physical stuff that they've had to do as well. So we sort of get feedback from all the players, and it's been very positive from all the parents. Getting 40 plus kids joining every night, it's going to be ongoing, and I think it's just great for the club.
We also have goalkeeping.
Wonderful.
Yeah, specialised goalkeeping with Gabby Gatton. So she took a session, and I think there was 8 or 9 goalkeepers that joined and did a specific goalkeeping session, which I think is really amazing.
What kind of drills are you doing for a goalkeeper at home? Is there somebody like throwing them the ball, or is it all kind of like
she did a lot of footwork? She did a lot of catching, like to yourself. She designed it so that you didn't need someone else. You could do it on your own. A lot of ladders, a lot of things like that, and getting faster feet, and thinking about the different movements and stuff. So you have to be a bit more creative in the way that you coach, but she did amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that creative side of things is really fantastic to see. The fact that you guys are able to kind of just innovate essentially just on the spot and improvise. Have you seen a lot of independence from the players as well? Have they been suggesting their own drills and their own setups, and then those have come into it. Is that also part of the community spirit you guys are building?
Well, we've had a lot of videos via our own teams, so kids post their own stuff. Our coaches have given certain programs to the kids to video, so we can keep an eye on what they're doing. We've also introduced a mental health app into our program as well, which I think is really important at this time of the issues that are happening. We've also introduced a professional nutritionist that is going to deliver a presentation to all our players about what to eat and these times and things for training, etc. So we've given a lot to our members and all our players. Just think it's important we give back.
We're speaking to Vaughan Coveny and Jess Gallo from the Essendon Royals Football Club to explore this new initiative that they've introduced, whereby they're using Zoom to connect their community and keep all their members active. We're also hearing that Vaughan, you had a go at commentary during one of the A-League games. You guys set up a watch party and allowed everyone to have a look through the eyes of a former professional.
Yeah, not really my expertise, but no, it was interesting. It was really good actually. We watched the game together, and there was a lot of questions asked by a lot of parents and players. So it was really good to get involved in that way as well. Something that I would have never have thought, would have ever happened. But it was really good to connect again with everybody, because everybody loves to watch the game, and just thought it was a great initiative again.
Are you ever tempted to just throw some of your own highlights in there, Vaughan? Really, given what the high quality football looks like?
Yeah, no chance. My days are long gone.
Jess, do you see this form of online training and using Zoom kicking on post-COVID? Has this opened up a brand new way of coaching?
I definitely think so. Like tonight, I'm running a mental health workshop with the reserves and senior women. Like, there's so many elements that you can give on top of just a half an hour training session during the week. As a coach, you can do all different elements to make a really holistic approach to coaching. I think it's incredible.
Now, finally, before we let you go, from like a coach's and a technical director's point of view, what guys have you learnt, or what have you guys learnt in particular? What have you guys taken from this experience that you'll be looking to apply in the future? Deep question, I know.
It's a hard one. How important the connection is. When you get that taken away, it's really, you feel how important football is, and feeling connected to something. So I think I don't know, yeah, I think that's what I've really missed. I think a lot of people have really missed it. So I think encouraging a lot of that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the relationship that you have as a coach with your player, I think it really comes down to now having that connection. You can have it via virtual, and you get to learn a lot more about your players as well. They can tell you more, they can express themselves a little bit more. Whereas if you rock up to a training session, you don't have that connection. You don't, always put your arm around, or you have a conversation with somebody. I just think this way, as a coach, I've got to learn a lot more about my players. And I just think that's a really good thing moving forward.
Well, it's certainly great to hear you guys are on the front foot during this time and using the technology on hand to really enhance this time for everyone, and to keep everyone connected and active as well. That's very important. Vaughan Coveny and Jess Gallo, thank you very much for joining us here on FNR, and we hope that you guys can get back out there on the field as soon as possible.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for having us.